Hey guys, I'm sure most of you have known, or may not have known, Disney Plus has decided to release Cruella this weekend, and before you pay $29.99, I hope you can listen to my quick review of the movie. So, if I had to describe Cruella in one phrase, I would say it was slowly stumbling along. And trust me when I say that you are going to feel every single millisecond of this 2-hour movie. We start off the movie with a girl named Estella narrating her childhood, how she felt different than the other girls. So different that she was born with naturally black and white hair, which I have to say is quite on the nose. Also, really? Black and white hair? Who thought this was a good idea? I always thought she had this hair in the first movie was because she was some flashy, narcissistic fashionista who wants to make coats out of puppies. But now you're making it so it was always a part of her? What, am I supposed to feel sorry for her? Because I don't. Heck, even her mother tells her to be polite and make friends on the first day of school, but she does the opposite almost from the jump. Because she's a woman, and you're gonna hear her roar. And while she did make one friend, Anita, her mom said make friends, as in plural. Anyway, she gets kicked out of the school because she's such a rebel, so her mom decides to move to London. But she needs to ask a friend at a party for money. When they park at the estate, she leaves Estella and her dog in the car and tells her to wait, but she doesn't because she's an unruly child. This ends terribly as Estella is chased around the mansion by, guess what? Vicious, snarling, growling, barking Dalmatians, and she ends up leading them outside, and the evil, bad, meanie dogs knocked her mother off the cliff, killing her. This was the only scene in which I smiled. It's too bad I didn't do this for the rest of the movie. So, Estella escapes, ends up befriending two fellow orphans, Jasper and Horace, as they teach her how to survive the streets of London by becoming a thief. 10 years later, Estella and the gang are still living a life of petty crime, and her designing skills are becoming a great use, but she still belongs to have a career in fashion. Jasper sees this and ends up getting her dream job at Liberty Department Store, which is owned by her idol, Baroness Hale. Though her job ended up not being what it's cracked up to be. It was so bad that on one drunken night, she modifies the dress so well that it caught the eye of the owner, Baroness Hale, who happened to show up and hires her due to her miraculous skills. Highly convenient is all I have to say. So, Stella starts working for the Baroness, and she finds out that she took her mother's necklace. And along the way of stealing it back, she finds out that the Baroness was the one who killed her mother. And what's Estella's first thought to the knowledge that the Baroness killed her mother? Call the police? No! Revenge, baby. It's always revenge. So, Estella begins her plan by stealing the Dalmatians and upstaging the Baroness at every public appearance she's at with her new alter ego, Cruella, with the help of token queer Artie and her childhood friends who she treats like shit along the way. Eventually, the Baroness finds out who Cruella is, and her solution to get rid of her is to murder her and frame her friends for it. Look, I know the Baroness is a Baroness, but I don't think she has that type of money. Oh, what the hell am I saying? Of course she does. I mean, none of this makes any sense anyway. So, her murder attempt fails, and Cruella is saved by John, the Baroness's valet. And he ends up telling her the truth, that she is the Baroness's daughter, and heir to the family fortune. Anyway, she has her Joker moment, where she realizes that this terrible evil side of hers is who she truly is. Then she goes to break her friends out of jail and fixes their relationship. Too bad that didn't really mean anything. So, they came up with a convoluted plan that involves tacky dresses and parachute panties to get rid of the Baroness, which somehow gets Cruella the mansion and all the money that comes along with it. The end. After seeing this movie, it's obvious that Disney is still trying to do the whole real-life reimagining of classic stories in order to get money. Some real dinero, if you know what I mean. With all the idiotic dialogue, boring fashion scenes, snail-like pacing, and terrible CGI dog scenes, which at some points in the movie I don't even think you need to do, I'd say that Cruella is gonna get a 2 out of 5. I thought the movie was really bad, but I felt like they just missed the mark at some of the themes. Like trying to be dominant and having drive in the working world is a good thing, but there's no need to be an asshole about it. But for some reason, this movie likes to think that there's only one way to be successful, even though it's very well known that if you're likable and friendly, it's more likely that you're going to move up in the world. Also, I've been seeing this weird comparison to Joker, like it's better than Joker, and I'm sorry, no, it's not even close. One story is about a mentally estranged man who's trying to move up in the world, but society is bringing him down to his worst self, and he eventually gives in to that. But the other story is about some crazy bitch who's in conflict with another crazy bitch, and ooh, there's dogs and pretty dresses, and here we have the Smile song too. Now give us money. So just like the other Disney movies, this one's going down the toilet of mediocrity, and people will forget it in, let's say, a year. Anyway, that was my review. I hope you like it. If you don't, leave a dislike. If you do, leave a like. And I'll see you next time. Bye.